All right, good afternoon, y'all. Again, this is Ron. I'm discussing this for the first time because the first time in a long time. I haven't done any type of uploads or been too much into any type of social media or contact with the outside world as far as that's concerned, socializing, that media type. Anyway, with that being said, I want to go ahead and tell you what prompted this. I was going through some things in my life, and they were very big things that was huge, causing me a lot of distress, a lot of problems, and things like this. In the meantime, I had reached out to my counselor, my life counselor, my wellness counselor, and of course, the options are for me to talk with her, and everything is pretty limited. So I wanted to figure out what I needed to do in order to get on top of this business. So what I did was I took a self-analytical test, a self-test or a test that would allow you to analyze yourself, your mentality, your emotions, even your job responsibilities or whatever you want to look into. You have an opportunity to look into that and see if there's some techniques you can employ in order to be able to make yourself feel better and do better and be better. So here we go. I have a big problem with depression. So mine is managing depression. So the first thing I had to do is I had to research, see what my symptoms were, and list all of my symptoms down. Once I listed all of my symptoms down, I was able to go and look for let's say, a generalized test that says it's going to test your mentality or your emotional stability. After I did that, it came up to be moderately to severe depressed. Plus, I have a side dish of relationship separation anxiety. So, quite a bit. Then after I researched that, I had to figure out what kind of homeopathic and also home type remedies could I employ or tools that I could use in order to help myself to be better. Then I found I used the AI to kind of guide me through the steps that I would need to take in order to make all these adjustments apply and fit in right. So the first thing that you have to realize that when you have these kind of problems, you have to admit to yourself that you have a problem. You have to admit to yourself that you'll be willing to try to work on correcting the issues. And you have to admit that saying that there's going to be some things that is going to come up that's not going to be all peaches and cream when you look at yourself. There's going to be some uglies. There's going to be some monsters. There's going to be some, wow, I wish I didn't know I was like that. I wish I could change it. So there's going to be some of those moments there. But in reality, all these things help you to be better, to get better. So I just wanted to say that right there. So some of the methods to try to help you to get over here without professional help and medication, I would advise that you always seek professional help and make sure you go through those lines. I'm just a little bit of a different guy, so I have a little bit of a different edge on some of the things that I do. In the meantime, here's some exercises. Some stress reduction tools. Take deep breaths. It's called deep breath meditation. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, and you want to do that 10, 12, 15 good times. You want to change the oxygen that's in your body. That is called deep breathing meditation. Then you have progressive muscle relaxation. Progressive muscle relaxation is where you might ball your fists up for, let's say, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 seconds, and then you let it go. And then that's going to, your muscles are expanding and contracting. So that's going to give you some benefit and some relaxation there. Then you have your regular meditation. I like to listen to Tibetan music, Tibetan bowls, I should say. Things like that, or things that have neural sensitivity elements in it that will hit your neural system and allow you to get your peak performance out of the session. And then there's a thing that I had never really used as far as the term is concerned. I've used it, but not knowing what it was. It's called guided imagery. Guided imagery is where you close your mind, you close your thoughts, and you think about a place or a person or something that's going to take the place of what you actually visualize in front of your eyes. So that's what's called guided imagery. When you have the guided imagery, it's going to take a little bit to get working on that, but once you get it going and you can place your mind someplace else, you will see the benefit of it. And then, of course, you have positive self-talks. Positive self-talks. Talk to yourself positively, out loud. Whether somebody around or not, they might think you crazy or whatever, make a joke out of it. It's okay, I talk to myself all the time. They'll say I do too. Or maybe they won't say anything. As long as you don't talk to you, as long as you don't answer your own questions. There's all type of little things that's going to come back for that. But in the meantime, I just want you to understand that you do have to have positive self-talks. And then there's a thing called affirmations. So, give you an example of what I did for my affirmations. You want to repeat this 5 times a day, and so you'll get good and get this soaked into your subconscious. So, you want to be positive, and you want to use I am type statements. I am a good person. I am a trustworthy person. I am an intelligent person. I am a lovable person. I am a follower of God. Those are my 5 AM statements right now, my affirmations. So, pretty much, this is what I have done to come up with where I'm at right now. And as I progress and go through other things, my channel is a variety of channel. It's not one particular thing or it specializes in one particular thing. What it does specialize in, education and information. So I would assume that you guys are intelligent enough, internet savvy enough or savvy enough, I should say, that you could go out and you'll know what's right from wrong, and you'll be able to decipher what it is. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I'm not trying to make anybody do anything that I'm doing. I'm just doing this as my own hobby, as a relief of information that I could put out there that may be able to help someone else, one person at a time is my motto. Again, thank you for joining me, watching me, and listening to me. Have a great day. Be safe.